first exercise we have for you is a quad contraction. This would be performed by putting a towel or a t-shirt rolled up or a pillow, anything you have, underneath your knee. Make sure that toe is pointing towards the ceiling. You'll be laying back, and you're just going to push that knee into the towel, really contracting the quad. Relax. And when you contract, try to hold it for at least 2 seconds, and then relax. So again, one last time. Contract. Relax.
So now we're going to do an active leg lower. So for this exercise, you do need a partner, which is why I have Kelly here. And what you're going to do is you're going to lay back and make sure that your spine is straight and you're in a neutral position, both legs on the ground. And then your partner is going to lift up your leg. And then you have to make sure you maintain your trunk position. And then she's going to let go and you lower your leg down and you contract your quad while you're doing it to make sure that you have control all the way down. And one more time. And remember not to hold your breath while you're doing this. Now we're going to do the active leg lift and lowering, and what you're going to do is you're going to lay down and make sure that you have good trunk positioning. So that means straight back and neutral hips. You're going to put both legs on the ground, and what you're going to do is you're going to maintain your trunk position and lift your leg up and then lower it down. Make sure that you're not doing any jerky motions or going too fast. And don't hold your breath while you're doing this as well. What we're going to do is an active leg lower with an ankle weight. So for this you need a partner, which is why I have Casey. And you're going to lay down and you're going to have a straight spine and neutral hips and maintain the stable trunk position. And you're going to have your legs laying flat and your partner is going to lift up your leg. And then they're going to let go and you have to lower your leg all the way to the ground, maintaining control of your trunk and your legs. And you want to make sure that your quad is contracted, so we're going to do it again. Also, when you're doing this, you need to make sure that you're not holding your breath or contracting other muscles to compensate.
So the next exercise we have for you is the active leg raise, but with an ankle weight. So you're just going to lay back. Remember, we're going to tighten the quad just like we did with our quad contractions. And then we're going to raise the leg, keeping that quad nice and tight, and then lower it. Remember to maintain your breathing. And that is your active. The next exercises we have for you are seated quad extensions. I'm going to have you sit down in a chair. Make sure that your legs are at a 90-degree angle. We're going to sit with our core nice and tight in that neutral position. Look straight ahead, and then just have you extend the knee. Make sure that you don't completely lock it out. So extend it just before you hit zero. And then we're going to lower it back down in a controlled fashion. Remember our breathing while we're doing this. We're going to breathe out, and then in. The next step from here, we would progress. We'd again extend the knee, but we're going to hold it for 5 seconds this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And that is our seated. So our next exercise is similar to the last. Instead, this time we're adding a weight to our ankle. So again, we're going to just start off by doing our normal quad extension. Bring your leg back down. We're going to do a couple reps of those. 2. Remember our breathing. So, and we relax. Our next step would be to hold it for 5 seconds. So then we're going to extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly bring it back down. And that is our Alright, our next exercise we have for you is a lunge. So our position for this is we're going to take a step out, making sure that our foot is straight in front of us, that our back foot is also a little bit to the outside of our other one, but also straight forward. And then we're just going to drop our hips and our whole body down so that our knee is at a 90-degree angle and our knee stays behind our toes. And our back is going to be in that straight position. And then we're just going to come up. And through this, we're going to have to remember our breathing. So I'll just demonstrate a couple for us. So again, stepping out, making sure everything is straight. Dropping down, maintaining that tight core. Next exercise we have for you is a walking lunge. Again, we're going to use the same mechanics as we did for our stationary lunge. We're just going to step forward, getting that same position, knee bent, standing nice and tall, and then we're just going to walk through. Making sure we really keep that form and bringing the knee. Again, I'll demonstrate one more time for you guys. Really driving this opposite knee before we drop it down. And that is our the next exercise we have for you is the wall squat. This exercise, you're going to want to try to find a spot that is about probably a foot to a foot and a half off of the wall. This is so that our knees don't go in front of our toes. We're just going to lean back to the wall. Get yourself about shoulder width apart, and we're going to slide down to our 90 degrees. Then we're going to slide back up. And we're just going to repeat this, making sure, again, that we come down to our parallel point and that our knees stay to the inside, that they're not coming outside of our ankle bones. So again, I'll demonstrate one last time. So the next exercise we have is our chair squat. This is going to start off with our feet, again, shoulder width apart. We're going to go like we're about to sit down in the chair, but we're just going to lightly tap it, and we're going to come back up. Remembering, we're just going to put our arms out right in front, keeping them in the same position the whole time. We're going to drop down, make sure that our knees stay behind our toes, and then we're going to pop right back up. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple more times for you. Just like that. So our next exercise is the squat. When we're doing a squat, we want to be about shoulder width apart with our feet, and then we want to really drop the butt back, and then keep our core nice and tight. So we're going to drop our butt back, bring about parallel, make sure our knees stay behind our toes, and that they're inside of our ankle. Our knees aren't coming outside of that or inside of that. So again, we're going to come here. You can put your arms out in front of you, or you can bring them here. We just drop, making sure those knees are nice and rock. The next exercise we are going to do is the squat with a jump. Again, we're just going to do our basic squat with our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to drop down, make sure our butt comes about 90 degrees parallel with the floor. Our knees aren't going over our toes, and our outside of our knee is in line with our ankle. And then when we get down, we're just going to explode up. Myself, I'm easier when I can have a focal point to reach, and we're going to come back down. I'm just going to demonstrate first, and we're going to go back over.